Hello, Amanda here with you today from lalalandcrafts. I'm here to share with you this fun mini release Piles of Fun clear stamp set. Let's get started. I'm taking the Scalloped Squares die and creating a frame window, and I'm taping them together and running them through my Big Shot. And here's the frame, setting all that aside. I'm going to just cut the big Scalloped Squares die with white cardstock. I'm taking the knitted panel die and creating a stencil because I want the white cardstock to have a texture of this beautiful pattern for that sweater weather look. So I'm going to cut the white cardstock with the Scalloped Squares die first, because if I run it through after I've created the embossed image, it's going to flatten it. So I don't want to do that. So we're going to cut it first and then emboss it. With this kit are these really fun tree line dies. You can keep the die color for spring, for summer, for fall, for winter even. I'm going fall, so I'm taking a range of Oxide Distress inks, and I am going to make a beautiful arrangement of color behind these adorable little critters. I was asked before where I got my brushes. I just got them online. They're generic, but I love them. So perfect for the little detailing. You can see that I am overlapping on the color. I want it to look blended and not just one tree is one color, one tree is another color. I wanted a nice blend throughout the whole scene. So just going back and forth and blending them nicely. I'm going to be taking my vintage photo and stippling motion. I'm just going over the tree line to knock down some of the brightness a little bit and to give it some more texture. Just finishing this up. And then taking the tree line and using vintage photo, I'm going to do the tree chunks. This die set can be used for a lot of different seasons. You can go spring, you can go summer, fall, winter. And for the winter, I wouldn't be putting the tree leaves behind it. Just leave them blank. Add a little bit of white pen detail. It would look like snow sitting in the crevices. Really fun. Twisted Citron, I am going to be doing the grass, and then I'm going to use some darker Rustic Wilderness, I think is what I used. We'll find out here in a second. But for the bigger areas, I like to use my blending sponge, just because it blends just a little bit easier and the color really goes on a lot thicker, so you get a better seamless blend. All right. Gluing down the tree trunks to our tree line. This is going to be so cute. And I left that one tree blank just because you're not going to see it, so we're going to cut that off. And adding the frame over top of that, we're going to glue this down and then glue down everything to our white card panel. And only going up halfway because I'm gluing down the tree line first, and then we'll glue the rest of it all together. Just getting it adhered to those treetops and then gluing the back. getting that placed on there, and then gluing it to the white card backing to make it stand out just a little bit more. The measurements for this card will be linked in the description box below, along with the coloring details. I'm going to be gluing down the tan cardstock to my white card base. And this card base is an A2 card base. Again, every measurement will be linked in the description box below. And then we're going to glue that onto there. I'm taking the horizontal pocket die and I'm going to be creating a little frame for my sentiment, and then taking the insert, I'm creating another window. I took the sentiment, "I believe in you," and with a tan colored ink, I inked that up and gluing that over top. I also took the leaves stamp and the solid colored one, and I used a orange and yellow oxide ink for that. All right, adhering all of those elements down. Adding some foam adhesive for the sentiment so it stands out just a little bit more. And placing that on our card at the bottom in the center. The paper packs that I'm using are Grateful and Note to Self, and those will also be linked in the description box below. And I've used the long flags die to create these little banners just right up at the top of the corner of the card. All right, we're going to get to coloring. All of the colors are linked in the description box below. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll catch you when we're done coloring. All right, just getting everything adhered down, added some 3D foam to pop up on my elements because I wanted him to look like he was just tossed into a pile of leaves. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video today, and I'll see you next week with a brand new video and a new release. Take care. Have a good day. Bye.